Hi everybody, my name is Lilly Million and I am really excited to be part of this year's Urban Influencers Conference. We're online, and in as much as we can't meet face to face, I think it's amazing that people around the continent will get to hear the teaching, hear the preaching, hear the music and the poetry and everything that's on the lineup from their homes, from everywhere on the continent. So yeah, I'm really excited to be part of this. Shout outs to Harold and the team for putting this together. Like I said, did I say that? I'm not sure, but I'm a singer, songwriter, guitarist. And today I'm going to be performing original music from my acoustic EP called Redemption. It's available on all digital platforms. So if you love what you hear, please do support it, stream, buy, all of that good stuff. Check out the music videos on my YouTube channel. Yes, that was a shameless plug. I have a YouTube channel. Do check it out. Cool. So this first song is called The Water, and it is actually the first single from the project. And it's really just a song about my own journey to healing during a really rough season in my life. So yeah, hope you connect with the music, and I hope you enjoy. This is The Water. Took all my heartache and pain and gave it to the water. Every single disappointment I had, I gave it to the water. I cried my tears and I ever thought I could cry, so I gave into the water. On my knees with no words to pray, I fall into the water. As my hope starts to slip away, got nothing to gain, I'm too close to the edge. Sing it out with one final breath, will this mountain move? I rise to the sound of waves with a mighty power. You wash over me, rain down and wash over me, wash over me, wash over me, rain down and wash over me. Call everything to the water, to the water. Wash over me, rain down and wash over me, wash over me, wash over me, rain down and wash over me. Call everything to the water. Ooh, yeah. On steady feet with a brand new release, I walked out of the fire. Lost some friends and I lost a few things, but I walked out of the fire. And like the fourth man never let go of their hands, you led me out the fire. You led me out the fire. As my hope starts to slip away, got nothing to gain, I'm too close to the edge. Sing it out with one final breath, will this mountain move? I rise to the sound of waves with a mighty power. You wash over me, rain down and wash over me, wash over me, wash over me, rain down and wash over me. Call everything to the water, to the water. Wash over me, rain down and wash over me, wash over me, wash over me, rain down and wash over me, rain down and wash over me, call everything to the water, to the water. Ooh, 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 to the water. Cool. So the next one I'm going to do is called Heartbreak, and I had posted the music video for this on my YouTube channel, and someone had asked me to do a breakdown of what the song is about exactly. I'm not going to go deep into that now, but it's basically just around the idea of if you are in a situation that is causing you pain, causing you hurt, kind of what does it take to finally make you get out of that situation, whether it's a relationship, friendship, whatever, you can fill in the blank. Like, why do we tend to just hold on to things that are actually extremely destructive for us? But I think we tend to do that because it's familiar. And I was dealing with a situation in my life where I was just like, how long am I going to keep putting myself through this? So yeah, that's pretty much what heartbreak is about. So yeah, let's do it. If your heart breaks in the same place, is it still a heartbreak? Is it still a heartbreak? If you know your triggers but you never leave them, is it still a murder? Is it still a murder? I still sit and try to figure out why this pain hurts, even though I know it well. I still sit and try to figure out why this pain hurts, even though I know it well. I know it well. Now everybody tells me, baby, don't leave me. We get your pain, but see that your feet are on the brink, and a little more is sure to supposed to roll you quick, girl. And here's some sunshine where you're smoking on your way, girl. So I'm on the mend, I guess, but really truly I'm a mess. Always stressing, try not to gain weight and stay face. I got so much grace for everyone but me. And I wish I could see what you all see, and I could believe like my mother believes, 'cause I really could do something new. Yeah, if your heart breaks in the same place, is it still a heartbreak? Is it still a heartbreak? If you know your triggers but you never leave them, is it still a murder? Is it still a murder? I still sit and try to figure out why this pain hurts, even though I know it well. I know it well. Now I admit I have some things I could be grateful for, but honestly it's hard to see beyond the need for more wins and more friends and more things, and the truth for real, a little bit more money, man. So busy building, I forget what I am building to. Reality and all my dreams, they got me torn into. I just wanna do good for my kid, I just wanna do best for my kid. And I wish I could see what you all see, and I could believe like my mother believes, 'cause I really could do something new. Yeah, if your heart breaks in the same place, is it still a heartbreak? Is it still a heartbreak? If you know your triggers but you never leave them, is it still a murder? Is it still a murder? So at this halfway point, I am going to be doing a poem. And unfortunately, for all the real poets out there, I'm going to be reading my poem from my cell phone because I am not at the place where I am confident enough to memorize it and perform it without stuffing it up. So I tend to just write from my experiences. I think, yeah, that's probably come across. And my biggest thing is just wanting to write music to connect with people who have or are going through stuff that I went through, people who are just dealing, and with this project Redemption, that's what I wanted to do. I just wanted to have a space for people who just need to feel their feelings and stuff like that. So this poem I'd written, I can't exactly remember what was happening at the time, but I'm one of those people who can be quite melancholic, like like almost like being sad or being down comes easy. I have a friend who doesn't cry. She just she finds crying like, what is that? Why are we doing this? Versus for me, like I cry all the time. And so, but I did find that at a certain time in my life, God revealed to me that it was actually extremely toxic. Like, yes, there are times when we must grieve, we must feel what we're feeling, we shouldn't do the whole, how are you doing? I'm blessed and highly favored, but like you are going through stuff, like be real with your community or whatever the case may be. And going through the book of Job, you see that he is tormented and he says what he feels, But I think for me, it just became sort of a kind of sinful, actually. It just became like a sinful place. And there was very little self-control. And also, it would affect how I would just be in the house. Like just I would kind of bring the whole mood of the house down. And not only that, then I would when you're down and then you give yourself more reasons to be down. You remember something you did when you were like 12 years old and then you're like, oh, and there was that as well. And then you like cry over that as well. So yeah, anyway, this little piece was written because I was just like, I can't keep doing that. I cannot keep doing that because life is happening now. Yes, I've had a bad day, cry, but you need to find a way to continue because it had become too costly. So yeah. It's untitled, but cool. Here it is. There is a sadness I cannot afford to feel today. I cannot send myself into the debt of misery again, crediting unto myself undeserved depression I so desperately believe I have, to bear, and to feel. But I can't afford it. I can't afford the staggered repayments of trying to mend myself again with the compound interest of having to exist as well, having to exist at the same time, to function, to cook, to nurture, to love. No, the rate is too high to take sadness out on loan again, to sit with it a little while as I try to process. To repeat, my emo playlist comes at too high of a price, which requires immediate payment when my daughter needs her mother and when my husband needs his wife and I'm needing again to exist, to function, and to find myself out of this debt. Credit shouldn't be the only way to live, so I won't be buying in today. I can't afford it. I can't afford this sadness anymore. So just kind of keeping in that theme of, going through stuff and, dealing with really horrible things. This next one I'm going to do is called No Smiles, also from the project. And No Smiles was written when I was sometimes I feel like let me speak for myself. Sometimes I feel like I had to be up and okay for people, because you don't want to make people feel uncomfortable because you're down. You don't want to be the sad friend. You don't want to be the, the wet blanket. But I remember the day I wrote the song, I was just tired. I was just like, I'm tired. I'm not okay. And I'm tired of having to be okay and having to perform. And perform, I don't mean perform. I just mean perform in my sort of daily existence. The business of smiling and doing all of these things when inside you're dying. And so I wrote No Smiles. It's just a song for anyone who's just in that, that point when you're just not okay. You don't have the solution yet. You know that God is sovereign. You know that all of those things, but in this moment you are just not okay. And you just need a moment to just not be okay. No Smiles is a song for that moment. Yeah, cool. I'm sorry for the mess. I did that thing again. I said I wouldn't. I didn't want to go back there. Said I would stay away, but I guess I couldn't. Now I'm darker than dark, bluer than blue. I'm sorry, I ain't got no smiles for you. I've gone deeper than deep, good is not good. I'm sorry, I ain't got no smiles for you. No, 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 no smiles for you. I think I should call a friend to help me out of bed, but I probably won't. I don't wanna be that one again, crying on the phone, cause I probably will. But I should really call, I probably won't. No, 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 I probably won't. Now I'm darker than dark, bluer than blue. I'm sorry, I ain't got no smiles for you. I've gone deeper than deep, good is not good. I'm sorry, I ain't got no smiles for you. Now I'm darker than dark, bluer than blue. I'm sorry, I ain't got no smiles for you. I've gone deeper than deep, good is not good. I'm sorry, I ain't got no smiles for you. No, 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 no smiles for you. No, no, no. And it's bordering torment. The war that's inside my head, I've been praying for relief. So Christ have mercy, please, 'cause it's bordering torment. The war that's inside my head, I've been praying for relief. So Christ have mercy, please, 'cause I'm darker than dark, bluer than blue. I just wanna smile for me. Yeah, I've gone deeper than deep, and good is not good. I just wanna smile for me. Oh, oh, now I'm darker than dark, bluer than blue. I just wanna smile for me. Yeah, I've gone deeper than deep, and good is not good. I just wanna smile for me. I just wanna smile for me. I'm sorry for the mess. I did that thing again. I said I wouldn't. All right, thank you so much for listening, for tuning in. I'm gonna be doing my last song, and this song is called Little Girl. Again, also off the project. I have been plugging it shamelessly by now. Please do get it. But Little Girl is really just a song about learning to dream again, which is something I was encouraged to do by a friend of mine. And it's just that thing. I think as we go through life, as we get older, we go through stuff, and oftentimes the dreams and visions and ideas that God has placed on our hearts can become choked, and you can kind of reach a point where you're kind of just living for living. There is no real sort of passion or fire, and that fire that was in you has been totally put out. which is something that had happened to me. And so Little Girl is really a message that I wrote to myself and to anyone who needs encouragement to dream again, to just have that childlike innocence to dream again. On a pile of pictures you drew of yourself, you fall through and hit a floor you never knew. Now you've gotta relearn your name and where you're going to, 'cause life doesn't look the way you thought it would. Life doesn't look the way you thought it would. On a pile of pictures you drew of yourself, you fall through and hit a floor you never knew. Now you've gotta relearn your name and where you're going to, 'cause life doesn't look the way you thought it would. No, life doesn't look the way you thought it would. Little girl, open your eyes, fight through the night, fight till you find your light. Little girl, open your eyes, fight through the night, fight till you find your light. On a pile of pictures you drew of yourself, you fall through and hit a floor you never knew. Now your bones are broken, your skin is black and bruised. You smile, but not as wide as the way you thought you would. No, you smile, but not as wide as the way you hoped you would. Little girl, open your eyes, fight through the night, fight till you find your light. Little girl, open your eyes, fight through the night, fight till you find your light. Somebody told you to dream. Where did she go? Where did she go? Where did she? Somebody told you to dream. Where did she go? Where did she go? Where did she go? Didn't you teach us to dream? Where did you go? Little girl, open your eyes, fight through the night, fight till you find your light. Little girl, open your eyes, fight through the night, fight till you find your light. Fight through the night, fight till you find your light. Fight through this night, fight till you find your light. Thank you so much, everyone. God bless.